Welcome to News Activations with Raina. I wanted to make it clear yesterday when I was talking about triggers and others testing you to see if you can be triggered, to see if you are in control of your own emotions or whether you're allowing someone else to do that. Only you these mosquitoes are, I'm sorry, they're just too much. It's better to allow no one to disturb your peace, no matter what they do. And even like last night when I think I mentioned that someone had received a message with they sent a stupid look on their face. Now, of course, I was by myself, and I don't react to things like that. But I feel if you dish it out, you can take it. So I'm by myself, and I probably had a comment by myself about that, which wasn't very nice. About the one who sent it, but like I said, I didn't say anything to anyone. No one was around me. But it's better to I don't want to say it's better. You don't, no matter who's triggering you, you always want to it's unhealthy to lash out at anyone. It's unhealthy to allow your emotions to control you or any outside other to control how you feel. Only you can control how you feel. You are responsible for your own emotions, your own feelings. No one can control that. So, when you're mastering yourself, it does take consistency on your part to stay on top of your own vibration and alignment. And if someone did trigger you and you lashed out, even if it was private and nobody else was around, you don't let it go. You clean it up. That right there should be illegal. That is is definitely disturbing the peace because it's too loud and too close to homes. That right there could give someone a heart attack. It could disturb a baby's sleep. And it's not okay. Because what else is it doing to the environment? And no one should tolerate it. Every loud plane like that should be ticketed. Every truck that and every vehicle that has pollution should be ticketed. Any vehicle or plane that disturbs the peace like that should be ticketed. A heavy fine. Chemtrails should be illegal. And those that have created it and that are doing it should be arrested. Those that are creating whatever they're creating that only produces one seed a year, one crop a year, should be eliminated. I care about the environment, I care about the air, I care about the water, I care about the nature, I care about every tree, all the flowers, the jungles, all of it, the animals, and people. But people have to use their free will to make the conscious choice to do what's necessary. But I'm not going to allow others who aren't serving the highest good of all to keep on doing what they're doing, and I'm just going to remain silent. You hear it? It's still going on. And what's the purpose of that? What is the point of that? And you just heard 2 go by, now you're hearing a 3rd. Like I said, my phone broke and I don't have a new one just yet. And even though I had 2 days off from work, I still wasn't able to just do nothing. I still had things to do. And now I'm going to be late for work because I had cleaned what I needed and forgot it. And I had to come all the way back home to get it. See, there goes a 4th one. And a 5th one. That is an attack. That is definitely a psychic attack. And no one on this earth should put up with it. Nor should people tolerate war. Just because someone says that we need to do this, if it's hurting the planet and it's hurting other people and it's destroying homes and areas, doesn't mean you should do it just because they want to say, oh, it's all in the name of whatever. No, allow those people that funded it to do the fighting themselves. Guaranteed there'll be no war. And what are you going to do when you lose a limb? Are they going to support you? Because I see many people that are suffering in that way. And it's not okay. You know, France revolted when they didn't like what was happening with their country. And they got that tyrant out of office. Now, if any leader on the face of this earth that calls themselves a leader or a president of the country isn't doing anything peacefully and thinks that war is the answer, then they're part of the problem. If they're not getting rid of corruption altogether, that means with organizations, secret organizations, if they're not serving the highest good of all, then they don't belong being a president or a leader of a country. The people have more power than they realize, and no one has to put up with their crap. Because they're a public servant. Now, if I was the leader of a country, heads would roll because I wouldn't tolerate corruption on any level. And I could not be bribed either to do anything. So therefore, all that crap would be dismantled in a heartbeat. I don't give a shit who you are or what you're doing or what kind of money you have. You have no power against me. But I love this planet and I don't want to see them ripping up the grass and cutting down the trees, because by doing that, that's hurting you who has yet to do anything spiritual. You need the grass and you need the trees to ground yourself. They're trying to keep you separate from yourself. And if you're grounding yourself barefoot in nature every day, this is one of the best things you can do for yourself. And if you're stilling your mind and doing the activations without judgment or criticism, and you're stepping into it and like a newborn baby, and you're focusing on your alignment and on your breathing and on your vibration, one of the best things you could do for yourself. And I'm still doing it. And I have no intention of quitting. And believe me, I know a lot more than people think I do. They think that they could hide whatever it is that they've done. And they think that they could pay off whoever they want to pay off to get their dirty deeds done. And I'm not going to know about it. I see a lot more than you think I do. I know a lot more than you think I do. Just like I mentioned about the presidents and those that call themselves leaders of the world, of the country, excuse me. If you're corrupt, you're done. You have no power. But if you're actively focused on going within, keep doing it. I don't really like to see anything innocent suffer. But those that are corrupt need to pay the consequences of their choices and decisions. What goes around comes around. And it will catch up to them if it hasn't already. And I don't need to tolerate anyone on the face of this earth giving me a strange look. Until you've walked a mile in my shoes and experienced everything I did for as long as I have, I'd like to see where you'd be then or how far you'd get. Until then, you have no business sending me a thing with a stupid look on your face. Because I don't have time to play games and I don't pull that crap with anybody. I don't have time for that. I dedicated my life to spirituality and I'm on top of it every single day. And when I give my word, I stay on top of it. I don't fall off. So I just wanted to make it clear that what I said about myself, and wanted to make sure that you understood what I meant. So that no one can, go off the deep end saying this, that, and the other thing. Because if anyone on the face of this earth has anything negative to say about me, it's an untruth. They don't know me, and they never will. And those that think, oh, they could hire a private detective and blah, blah, blah. You're wasting your time and your money because you'll come up with nothing. Which I know about that and have known about that. And every one of them came up with nothing. And remember, what you do to try to hurt and harm another, whether you stole property or money or whatever you did, that returns to you. Because I would never do that to someone. What's the point of that? I do the work. I'm not lazy to try to claim somebody else's work as my own. I don't try to take from another what doesn't belong to me. I don't try to have someone pay for things that I did so that I get the accolades and, whatever it is that those who have done it are looking for. I'm a no nonsense and straight to the point, and I keep my word and stay on top of it. But when you're in a beyond extreme super sensitive empath, it's important to be with whatever emotion arises that does not serve your highest and best, and let that dissipate into nothingness from whence it came. No matter what your circumstances are, no matter what your experience is. And it would be wonderful if, if every time that happened, you could handle it with grace and ease, but, eventually, if you keep focused, it will be done that way. So, if you would like an energy reading, send me a pic. Please like, share, and subscribe. The more people this reaches, the better. And if you have anything you care to share, comments, questions, you can put in the description box below, which I didn't put anything under my video because I need a computer. And both my brand new apples are gone, so you can email me at reinadhabsburg@gmail.com, and I'll see you next time.